What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 3rd day of August, and here we are at about 13.5 cents now with a low yesterday of about 12.97 cents. We have taken a massive spill since the high in May, all the way down 65%, you guys. You remember how bullish Cookie DAO was back here? It was the talk of the town, toast of the town. That should have been an obvious sell signal right there. I always get scared whenever everybody starts talking about one thing that I'm holding. It makes me scared. If you told me back here that we would have dropped all the way back here, I wouldn't have believed you. Even up here, I wouldn't have believed you, man. But here we are. Here we are nonetheless. I don't think that it gets too much worse for here. In fact, the more that it goes down, I'm more and more surprised every day. We'll see if it does persist, but from here, from a low to a high, I shouldn't say if it does persist. It's very possible that we do go a little bit lower, but I don't think we go too much lower. From a low to a high, it's quite possible that we go down to about 12.8 cents, maybe even 11 cents. It's it's something that we should accept as a possibility. 11 cents is possible. 1272 to the 1618. That is an area that we could find resistance or support, I should say. I just can't see, I can't imagine Cookie DAO dropping another 20% in the face of Bitcoin potentially ripping here and moving up, right? I mean, Cookie's been a very high-end performer for a long time, or throughout this cycle since its existence, right? It's actually, even with this drop, it's still up a lot from where its lows were back in 2024. From a low to a high here, we're right at the golden ratio. And Cookie DAO doesn't really like its fibs. It doesn't show a whole lot of significance on its fib levels, but when it comes to the golden ratio, we do seem to get some respect, or at least more respect there than anywhere else. So being at this golden ratio, I think that we're at a good area to find support. We could go lower, and it wouldn't be too crazy if we did go lower from a low to a high to go down to about 12.9 cents, let's say 13 cents itself, if not down to 11 cents, but I'm not entirely positive that we get down there. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and see what we can divulge. I'll leave up this fib, and then we'll go to the 1 hour time frame here. 1 hour time frame. RSI has higher highs. We have lower highs in the price. That's hidden bearish divergence. That's not a good thing necessarily. We do kind of appear to be in this downward sloping channel, right? Lower highs, lower lows, and we're breaking out of it now, which is nice, but we're not breaking out of it with a whole lot of volume, which is not nice, okay? So MACD, we've got higher highs in the MACD with lower highs in the price as well, and same thing with the stochastics. We're actually at an area to reject. If this 1 hour time frame closes here or lower, and then the next 1 hour time frame closes red, we'd be rejecting the overbought zone, and that could and likely would get us set up for slightly lower prices. So something just below 13 cents could be coming our way. We're at 13.5 cents now, and that's fine, right? It's a better opportunity to buy, if anything. If we're looking at this here on the 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour RSI is in a bit of a bearish downtrend, right? We've got lower lows here, lower highs here. Oh, I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Lower highs here. We're probably going to come, we're going to keep coming up, huh? Maybe we find resistance here at the oversold zone because the 1 hour is momentarily bearish. Maybe we find resistance here, get set up, find a higher low. That's actually exactly what Bitcoin did on the 4 hour time frame, right? We did that exact thing right here. So you see what I'm saying, right? That exact look, higher low right there with lower low. So maybe Cookie DAO does something like that. We're at the end of this downtrend. Absolutely we are, right? This is probably the best time to buy Cookie. I mean, maybe not of all of 2025, but damn, man. It's probably the best time to buy Cookie since, what would that be? Since April. Yeah. And even then, from that gap of like March 25th to April 25th, that was the only time that was better than where we are now. This, between now and the next like day, probably over this weekend, that's going to be the most bullish time to buy some Cookie DAO, or the best opportunity, I should say. Not the most bullish time. It's the most bearish time. You want to buy in the most bearish times. You want to sell in the most bullish times, right? Little bit of clarity there of the mind. Bullish divergence is forming on the MACD. Ooh, and we got a nice little double bottom area. Interesting to see what happens. Interesting to see what happens. It's very possible that this is the low, and it's very possible that I could be wrong. Let's go over what that would look like, okay, if I am wrong. Because you do have some good setups on the stochastics. You do have a good setup on the RSI, right? You're at the low point here. If you cross above the oversold zone, you really could break out. You could still get that higher low up here. You could break out of this downtrend and then start to form up. MACD looks good. I mean, it doesn't look good, but it looks set up for some good things. And the stochastics are about to cross out of this oversold zone. I could be wrong in the idea that we go just below 13 cents. We're at 13.5 cents. Who really cares, right? And even beyond that, who cares about being right or wrong? It's not a big deal in this game. And we're right at the golden ratio anyways. If I am wrong, hi Mufasa. Hi buddy boy. If I am wrong, what would we look for to validate that? We probably have to go bigger. Let's do this. High to low. Nope, that was not the high. We want the high. I wonder, should I take the closing high? This is a little trick I forgot, but sometimes if you're not finding respect on the wicks, take the closing prices. You do have a little bit more respect there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to do that, but just a little fun fact there. 236 is right there at 12.6 cents as well. Invalidate me. The fibs aren't going to help. We're going to have to go old school here. Invalidate me. Get a day to close above 15.3 cents. We're at 13.6 cents now. Until then, I would think that the ball is in the bear's court, only because we've broken through this range, right? And when I say it's in the bear's court, I don't mean that we'd go down too much lower, 11 cents at the most, but I don't know, man. I don't even know if we get down below 12.5 cents, but 11 cents at the most. Get above 15.3 cents on a daily closing basis, not just a wicking basis. Don't just get up there and then come back down. Get up there, close above there on a daily time frame, and I will be invalidated to the downside. You would be validated that this is the low and that we are moving up, which, who cares, right? If we don't move down a little bit and then instead we just move up, whatever, cool. I'll be wrong. It's fine. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. With Cookie DAO especially, I've been wrong lately, right? We had a good moment of being right back here, and really ever since then, I mean, I did call for the price to come down to like 20 cents, but ever since then, I've been expecting a pump, and we just haven't gotten it, man. But we're going to get it soon. And whenever it does happen, the best part about Cookie DAO going down this much is if you have any cash to allocate into the markets, this thing really is at a prime opportunity here, right? I very much do believe, and yes, man, the trolls, you trolls, you have all your fun right now. No, we did not move up to $1 or $3 or $4 by the end of July. No, it didn't happen. Have all your fun. But whenever it's at $1.65 or $3.90 and we've only had more time to accumulate at lower prices, I won't really be laughing. I'll just be like, yeah, that's about right. We knew this was coming. $1.65, $3.90, something at about let's say an 11x, 12x from here to a 29x. That should be the intention, the expectation, something in this zone. I think that we'll go just above $2, probably something that's around 240 to 260. And with that, instead of a 29x, instead of a 12x, we should see something on the lines of like an 18 to a 20x. Remember whenever that was like an 11x? This drop, it really is a blessing, man. It's brought these gains, these likely gains, to a whole nother level. I'm pretty sure the bottom here was like a 7x or an 8x. Now it's a 12x almost. So that's pretty awesome. If the question comes to mind at all, is it a good time to buy Cookie? Should I wait to buy Cookie? I mean, you can wait if you want to, but I think we're at a good time to buy, man. I mean, we're at prior support, prior resistance. We're at the relative golden ratio with this low to high here. I think we're at a really good time to buy. Even if we do go lower, even if we went down to 11 cents, I think that we're at a good time to buy. But I personally don't see us getting below 12 cents or even 12.5 cents, but I do think that we could go a little bit lower from here. With that being said, I'm going to end the video. I've got nothing else to say. I think I've said it all. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Daily RSI is at a good area to bounce if we do bounce. MACD, yeah, you've got potential to go lower here. Weekly time frame, not a whole lot of data. If I'm being fair, I mean that's neutral. If I'm being fair, though, I don't really like the MACD or the stochastics. So we need next week to be good. We need it to be good, my friends. All right, take care. Bye bye.